The cosmos continues to unveil its secrets, and recent observations from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope JWST are shedding light on one of the most common yet enigmatic types of exoplanets, sub-Neptunes. These small gaseous planets which do not orbit our Sun have long puzzled astronomers, but a new study focusing on the exoplanet TOI-421b is providing vital insights into their atmospheric compositions and the processes that govern their formation. Eliza Kempton, a principal investigator from the University of Maryland, expressed her anticipation for Webb's capabilities, stating, "I had been waiting my entire career for Webb so that we could meaningfully characterize the atmospheres of these smaller planets." With the launch of the JWST, scientists have been able to analyze the compositions of sub-Neptunes in unprecedented detail, which may ultimately help explain why these planets are so prevalent in our galaxy and yet absent from our solar system. Sub-Neptunes, discovered primarily through the efforts of NASA's retired Kepler Space Telescope, are a few times larger than Earth but significantly smaller than gas giants. Their cooler temperatures compared to hot Jupiter-type exoplanets make them particularly challenging to study. Historically, astronomers had noted that many sub-Neptunes exhibited flat or featureless transmission spectra, a phenomenon attributed to clouds or hazes obscuring their atmospheres. However, TOI-421b, which has a scorching surface temperature of about 1,340 degrees Fahrenheit, presented an opportunity to investigate a planet that might not be shrouded in haze. Kempton and her team hypothesized that due to TOI-421b's elevated temperature, its atmosphere would be clearer than that of cooler sub-Neptunes. They were correct. Brian Davenport, a PhD student involved in the analysis, noted, "We saw spectral features that we attribute to various gases and that allowed us to determine the composition of the atmosphere." This analysis revealed water vapor along with tentative indicators of carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide. Interestingly, the team did not detect methane or carbon dioxide, leading them to infer a significant presence of hydrogen in the atmosphere. The discovery of a hydrogen-dominated atmosphere on TOI-421b is surprising, especially as it differs from the expectations set by previous observations of sub-Neptunes. Kempton highlighted this unexpected finding, stating, "We had recently wrapped our mind around the idea that those first few sub-Neptunes observed by Webb had heavy molecule atmospheres, so that had become our expectation. And then we found the opposite." This unexpected composition suggests that TOI-421b may have evolved under different conditions than those previously observed in cooler sub-Neptunes. Moreover, TOI-421b orbits a Sun-like star, contrasting with most known sub-Neptunes that are found around smaller, cooler red dwarf stars. This raises intriguing questions about the diversity of exoplanet atmospheres and their evolutionary pathways. Is TOI-421b a unique case, or does it represent a broader trend among hot sub-Neptunes orbiting Sun-like stars? To answer this, the research team aims to study more hot sub-Neptunes, potentially accelerating our understanding of these common yet mysterious celestial bodies. The findings from this research, published in the Astrophysical Journal Letters on May 5, 2025, underscore the capabilities of the James Webb Space Telescope as it continues to unravel the complexities of our universe. Webb is not only enhancing our understanding of exoplanets but also paving the way for future investigations into the origins and structures of these distant worlds. As researchers delve deeper into the atmospheric characteristics of sub-Neptunes, it is clear that we are only beginning to grasp the vast diversity of planetary systems beyond our own. The continued exploration of exoplanets promises to reveal more about their formation, evolution, and the potential for habitability in the vast expanse of space. In a week marked by significant developments in space exploration and astronaut health, NASA's activities have once again captured global attention. The agency's ongoing missions highlight not only the technological advancements in space travel but also the human experiences and challenges faced by astronauts. As we delve into the latest news from NASA, it becomes clear that the journey beyond Earth involves much more than just scientific pursuits. It encompasses the well-being of those who venture into the cosmos. In a recent press conference, veteran astronaut Don Pettit shared insights following his return to Earth after a remarkable 7-month mission aboard the International Space Station ISS, marking his 70th birthday on April 20. Pettit experienced a jarring re-entry into Earth's gravity, describing his experience as what it's like to come back to Mother Earth. After 220 days of living in his zero-gravity environment, Pettit faced the stark realities of gravity, which manifested in physical sickness upon landing. "I didn't look too good because I didn't feel too good," he recalled, humorously noting that his first moments back on Earth involved emptying his stomach onto the steppes of Kazakhstan. Despite the discomfort, Pettit expressed his love for space, emphasizing how microgravity alleviated the common aches and pains that accompany life on Earth. "You feel like you're 30 years old again, free of pain, free of everything," he remarked, underscoring the physical benefits of weightlessness. Meanwhile, NASA is also preparing for significant operational milestones. 2 female astronauts are set to embark on a challenging 6.5-hour spacewalk, a task that showcases the agency's commitment to gender diversity in high-stakes roles. This upcoming event is not only a testament to the astronauts' skills but also highlights NASA's ongoing efforts to ensure that women play a pivotal role in the exploration of space. On a more administrative front, President Trump's nominee for NASA leadership has proposed a funding method that has previously benefited SpaceX. This approach could potentially reshape the agency's financial landscape and impact future contracts and partnerships within the commercial space sector. The nominee's support for such funding mechanisms indicates a shift that may favor private companies, further intertwining governmental efforts with private innovation in space exploration. As these developments unfold, they reflect a broader narrative of humanity's pursuit of knowledge beyond our planet. The experiences shared by Pettit remind us of the profound physical and emotional toll of space travel, while the upcoming spacewalk and the potential changes in NASA's funding structure highlight the dynamic nature of the agency's mission. The interplay between human resilience and technological advancement will likely continue to define the future of space exploration. Looking ahead, the implications of these events will resonate through the ongoing projects at NASA and beyond. The lessons learned from returning astronauts like Pettit could inform future missions and support systems for crewed space travel, while the evolving funding strategies may pave the way for new partnerships in the industry. As we witness these changes, it is clear that the journey into space is as much about exploration as it is about understanding the human condition in the face of extraordinary challenges. In a heartfelt tribute to the remarkable achievements of NASA astronaut Jose Hernandez, the San Joaquin Regional Transit District (RTD) unveiled a new bus route dedicated to the Stockton native this past weekend. The grand reveal at California State University Stanislaus attracted a crowd of around 100 friends, family and local officials, all eager to celebrate a man whose journey from humble beginnings to space exploration serves as an inspiration to many. Jose Hernandez's fascination with space ignited during his childhood when he watched the Apollo 17 mission in 1972. "I saw Gene Cernan walking on the moon and I said, that's what I want to be," Hernandez recounted, reflecting on the moment that would shape his destiny. Despite the odds stacked against him, including long days spent working in the fields, Hernandez's father encouraged him to pursue education, emphasizing that the same dedication he applied to picking fruits should be directed towards his studies. However, the path to becoming an astronaut was fraught with challenges. Hernandez faced multiple rejections from NASA, initially applying alongside over 12,000 hopeful candidates. Each rejection stung, but Hernandez's resilience shone through. He framed each rejection letter, using them as motivation to improve and persist. "I was getting rejected left and right, and no one likes rejection," he candidly admitted. His perseverance paid off when he was eventually selected for the STS-128 mission, which saw him spend about 2 weeks in orbit, traveling over 5.7 million miles and conducting vital research in microgravity. In an unprecedented moment during his mission, Hernandez became the first person to use Spanish in space, posting on social media to connect with a broader audience. His dedication to education and outreach continued after his return, culminating in the establishment of the Reaching for the Stars Foundation, which aims to inspire students in STEM and STEAM fields. The RTD bus wrap serves not only as a tribute to Hernandez's extraordinary journey but also as a beacon of hope for young people in the community. When this bus pulls up near a school, a library, or a community center, it shows kids that your background doesn't define your limits and your location does not determine your future, said Gary Giovanetti, chair of the RTD Board of Directors. Hernandez's story has also reached a wider audience through the 2023 biopic A Million Miles Away, where he was portrayed by actor Michael Pena. Beyond his accomplishments in space, Hernandez has embraced his roots, establishing a vineyard in Lodi and launching his own wine label Tierra Luna Cellars in 2021. As the event concluded, Hernandez imparted a final message of perseverance to the audience. "A lot of people say, man, you're so lucky you became an astronaut." To which I reply, luck has nothing to do with it. Prepare yourself according to the challenge and work hard. His inspiring words resonate as a reminder that with determination and hard work anything is possible. As we look to the future, the legacy of astronauts like Hernandez continues to motivate new generations to reach for the stars, reminding us all that the journey of exploration is open to anyone willing to pursue their dreams against all odds. In a remarkable turn of events, NASA has recently confirmed the existence of a hidden object within our solar system, a discovery that has reignited interest in the agency's long-term observational efforts. This finding, which comes 40 years after initial speculations, underscores the dynamic nature of space exploration and the importance of continuous research in uncovering the mysteries of our cosmic neighborhood. The revelation was part of an ongoing analysis of data collected from various missions, highlighting how advancements in technology and data processing have allowed scientists to revisit past findings with fresh perspectives. The object, which remains unnamed, was first hypothesized to exist in the 1980s but lacked the observational evidence needed for confirmation until now. This significant development not only enriches our understanding of celestial mechanics but also raises questions about the formation and evolution of our solar system. In related news, NASA made headlines again with the conclusion of its first super-pressure balloon test flight of the 2025 New Zealand super-pressure balloon campaign. The mission, which lasted 17 days and covered a significant portion of the southern hemisphere, was aimed at testing the capabilities of super-pressure balloon technology. The balloon, carrying the high-altitude interferometer wind observation HiWind payload, was designed to collect data on wind patterns in the thermosphere, providing valuable insights into atmospheric conditions that influence satellite communications and navigation systems. Gabriel Gard, chief of NASA's Balloon Program Office, reported that the mission met its minimum scientific requirements despite encountering minor performance issues, including a suspected leak that affected altitude stability. "We detected a performance issue with one of our hardware interfaces that contributed to altitude performance stability," Gard stated. "While it would have been preferable to recover the hardware, we were able to ensure all our viable data, both on the science and support sides, were telemetered down." The decision to safely terminate the balloon's flight was made to mitigate any risks to public safety and the environment, demonstrating NASA's commitment to responsible space exploration. The balloon's controlled descent into the Pacific Ocean was executed with a pre-planned strategy to minimize ecological impacts, a testament to the agency's rigorous environmental analysis protocols. As NASA looks to the future, the second super-pressure balloon of the campaign has already launched, seeking to further extend mission duration and gather more data. This ongoing commitment to innovation in atmospheric research is indicative of NASA's broader strategy to enhance our understanding of Earth's atmosphere and its interactions with space weather. Looking ahead, the agency's advancements in both balloon technology and the ongoing analysis of celestial bodies promise to yield further discoveries. As NASA continues to explore the hidden corners of our solar system while refining its atmospheric research capabilities, the scientific community eagerly anticipates the insights and breakthroughs that lie ahead. With every mission, the quest to understand our universe deepens, reminding us of the vast and uncharted territories that await exploration. NASA continues to make headlines as recent developments from its Mars exploration initiatives and budgetary shifts paint a complex picture of the agency's future. On April 11, 2025, NASA's Perseverance rover captured an intriguing image of a rock formation resembling a skull in the Jezero crater, a site of significant scientific interest due to its history as a former lakebed. This peculiar rock, dubbed Skull Hill by scientists, sparked widespread fascination and speculation, leading some to humorously suggest it could be an alien artifact. However, NASA clarified that the dark rough formation is likely an igneous rock composed of minerals like pyroxene and olivine shaped by ancient geological processes. Perseverance's SuperCam tool confirmed the rock's composition, dispelling the initial notion that it might be a meteorite, a common misconception stemming from its striking appearance against the lighter Martian soil. The discovery aligns with the rover's ongoing mission to explore Jezero crater for signs of ancient microbial life, highlighting the potential of Mars to reveal clues about the planet's past. Amidst these scientific endeavors, a more sobering narrative is emerging regarding NASA's budget and strategic direction. The Trump administration's proposed budget cuts amounting to $6 billion represent a 25% reduction in NASA's funding. This drastic change signals a significant pivot towards Mars-focused initiatives, with an emphasis on crewed missions to the Red Planet. As acting NASA Administrator Janet Petro noted, the reduced budget will lead to tough choices, necessitating the scaling back or termination of several ongoing projects, including the Space Launch System (SLS) and the Orion spacecraft. These cuts reflect a broader strategy to prioritize deep space exploration over traditional missions that have characterized NASA's operations for decades. The budget proposal includes a $1 billion investment in Mars-focused programs, reinforcing the urgency to maintain competitiveness in the evolving landscape of space exploration, particularly against the backdrop of SpaceX's aggressive ambitions under Elon Musk's leadership. Musk's vision for human travel to Mars, despite skepticism from experts who estimate a timeline of at least 15 years, has gained traction within the current administration's framework. The cancellation of the Lunar Gateway program, originally intended to serve as a staging ground for lunar and Martian missions, underscores this shift in priorities. Critics had long questioned the necessity of the Gateway, especially given the ongoing delays and budget overruns associated with its development. Instead, the budget allocates more than $7 billion for lunar exploration, reflecting a dual focus on the Moon and Mars while encouraging private sector involvement in low Earth orbit missions. Additionally, as NASA prepares to wind down its participation in the International Space Station (ISS) ahead of its anticipated decommissioning in 2030, the agency is pivoting towards fostering commercial partnerships for future space endeavors. This approach not only alleviates budgetary pressures but also aligns with the administration's vision of reducing governmental oversight in favor of innovative private sector solutions. In summary, NASA finds itself at a crossroads, balancing exciting discoveries on Mars with significant budgetary constraints that will reshape its mission landscape. As the agency navigates these challenges, the future of space exploration will hinge on its ability to adapt and innovate, fostering partnerships that could unlock new possibilities for humanity's journey beyond Earth. The coming years will undoubtedly be crucial as NASA seeks to redefine its role in an increasingly competitive space frontier. In a significant advancement for lunar exploration, NASA has recently taken possession of the Orion spacecraft, a critical component of the upcoming Artemis II mission aimed at returning humans to the Moon. This move represents a pivotal step in NASA's ambitious plans to establish a long-term human presence on the lunar surface following the successful Artemis I mission that tested the spacecraft's capabilities without a crew. The Artemis II mission is poised to be a landmark endeavor, as it will carry astronauts around the Moon, marking the first crewed mission to lunar orbit since the Apollo program. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson remarked, "With the successful Artemis I mission behind us, we are now eager to bring astronauts back to the Moon, and Orion is at the heart of that journey." The spacecraft, designed for deep space travel, will carry a crew of 4 on a 10-day mission, which is expected to launch no earlier than 2026. As NASA prepares for Artemis II, it is also addressing an intriguing challenge: establishing a standardized timekeeping system for the Moon. The U.S. House Science, Space and Technology Committee has advanced a bill titled the Celestial Time Standardization Act, which mandates NASA to develop a coordinated lunar time system. This legislation underscores the growing importance of a common time reference as more missions are planned for the Moon and beyond. The proposed lunar time system must be translatable to Coordinated Universal Time (UTC) and accurate enough to support navigation and communication. The necessity for a unique lunar time standard stems from the fundamental principles of physics. As articulated by experts, time on the Moon passes slightly faster than on Earth due to differences in gravitational forces which could complicate mission operations if not properly accounted for. This initiative is seen as essential for future lunar operations, especially as NASA aims to build a sustainable presence on the Moon with the Artemis program. In parallel with these developments, Brookhaven National Laboratory (BNL) is collaborating with NASA and the Department of Energy to send a radio telescope to the Moon's far side, a location that offers a unique environment free from Earth's electromagnetic interference. The project, known as LuCNITE Lunar Surface Electromagnetic Experiment (NITE), aims to gather invaluable data about the universe's early history, particularly the so-called Dark Ages, a period before the first stars and galaxies emerged. LuCNITE will utilize radio waves as its primary means of investigation, providing insights into how non-luminous matter evolved into the first luminous objects in the universe. This ambitious project highlights the potential for lunar missions to contribute to our understanding of fundamental cosmic questions. As both Artemis II and LuCNITE gear up for their respective missions, the prospects for lunar exploration are brighter than ever. With bipartisan support for initiatives like the lunar time standardization and continued investment in groundbreaking scientific research, the future looks promising for both NASA's Artemis program and the broader field of space exploration. The successful execution of these missions could pave the way for a permanent human presence on the Moon, setting the stage for eventual exploration of Mars and beyond. As we look ahead, the innovations and discoveries emerging from these endeavors will undoubtedly shape our understanding of the universe and our place within it.